past to stop in placing the barriers for a temporary period of time. Since then, it has been communicated to me through the chain of command that the Prime Minister and the Iraqi Security Force commanders have authorized the work to continue. So we will begin work shortly assisting the Iraqi security forces in placing the barriers along the Azamiyah enclave. The intent is that there's no limit in the pedestrian traffic through here. The Iraqi security forces want to do that. And we think, although we're waiting for the final decision, that they want to run a check here and perhaps here, and I think one down further at the bridge. At this point, we'll consult with the Iraqi security forces. We complete the blockage here so no vehicles can get in and out. There is a pedestrian gate here where pedestrians can get in and out for commerce reasons, and we will complete the work along this wall. And we're actually going to put in additional barriers on this side. So there's not supposed to be a perception that this is aimed at one particular group or the other. Of course, we will continue, now that we have permission to, from the Iraqi government and through the Iraqi security forces, we will continue the work all the way down this major thoroughfare until we get to this major intersection. It is not a permanent structure. These are what we call Alaska barriers. They're about 12 feet high and about so wide. And while it is true that along the Al-Hall Street we have put them end to end, whether or not we continue to do that around the entire community depends on the Iraqi security forces and, of course, the government and what they want. The plan right now is to complete the work down to the end of Al-Hall Street and then see what the Iraqi security forces want to do next. I think the residents inside Azamiyah will have freedom of movement. It's not a wall, if you will, to limit the movement of the population. It's to control vehicular traffic. And so they have access in and out of the community as they need. Inside Azamiyah, there's a hospital. The schools are there. It is a self-contained community in and of itself. And whether or not there's any additional improvements in there depends on the Iraqi government and their consultations with the local community there and what the local community wants done in that particular community. There are smaller areas that we are looking at. There have been no decisions from the Iraqi security force commanders on their desire to do that. Obviously, this one is the biggest and the most contentious to some degree. And whether or not we need to do this in other areas where we determine that the enemy has created a support zone will be done, at the behest of the Iraqi security forces and in consultation with them on how they want to do this.